Welcome into Northern Life. It is Wednesday, and I'm Briggs here with only Ryan today. No Hunter once again. He's still battling being sick. Poor guy.
Tough.
I feel so bad.
You sound a lot better, though.
I do. I feel a lot better. I think I got a little bit more decent sleep. That always does wonders. And drinking water, too. It's underestimated how much water helps you out.
I got the iced coffee with me right now. I love iced coffee so much, I forget to drink water sometimes.
But look at all the ice that melts, and it's like water, right?
Yeah, it's basically like water. Coffee's made of water. It's like maybe the thing that my body's made of, I need to drink more of it. Yeah, it just makes sense like
Novel concept. I always forget, too.
It's a wild concept. The other thing, too, about being sick when you get to be an adult is it's not nearly as cool when you're sick being a kid. Because when you're a kid, you're just like, your parents bring you the soup or the saltine crackers.
They ask you if you want some Sprite. And I'm like, do I ever, Mom?
Ginger ale, I please do.
Yeah.
Now as an adult, you're like, you still have to do the normal things, and it's just not as fun.
Yeah, no one's waiting on you.
No.
Where is my waiter?
Yeah.
My husband, Matt, has been doing wonderful things for me, keeping me feeling good. So thank you to him.
Shout out, Matt.
My mom also helping, too. Well, hey, coming up today, we love our Doesn't Work Wednesdays here on Northern Life. Rachel Hackbarth is trying out an invisible shield. Sounds like a superpower. Could be, I guess we'll see. It's a cleaner promising to protect your surface from soil and stains and make cleaning easier for you as well.
Yeah, I think we all kind of want that, don't we?
Yeah.
And later, I'll get to share the most adorable find I ran into when I was on a walk the other day here in Duluth. Plus, we're going to celebrate a special moment for Briggs and get to a few of your viewer comments as well. But first, the Northland, you better get ready to come on down. That's because a live interactive game show experience is coming to the Twin Ports area this winter. The Price is Right live, hitting the road once again, returning to the Deck Symphony Hall. And last time it was in Duluth, apparently very popular, immensely popular.
Yeah.
Games like Plinko, Cliffhangers, The Big Wheel, and the Fabulous Showcase, all part of that live entertainment where people from the audience will get to get that famous call to come on down and play, with a total of 26 people randomly selected to participate in those games here in Duluth. The tickets, I believe, are on sale, pre-sale. That's for the February 26th event at the Deck, starting at 7:30 p.m.
That's so fun. I didn't get to go last time. I was never like a huge Price is Right kid, when I stayed home from from school.
Those
sick,
are the best days.
And you got to watch Price is Right. I did do it then, but I was never a huge fan, so I didn't go last time. But I heard that it was a wonderful show, and it was super, super fun. And obviously the audience participation, and you get to dress up.
That's always the best part, too.
Yeah, everyone in the crowd's always got a fun costume on. So
I was more of a Let's Make a Deal type fan, especially when I stayed home from school sick.
Yeah.
Let's Make a Deal was always great.
Yeah, well, it might be kind of hard to guess prices these days, too,
Yeah,
of things. Yeah. I'd have to go study, I think, before I went to this show.
Right.
Like, eggs are what now? Price changes quick.
What are we looking at here? Yeah.
Well, just across the street from the Deck, the setup for the 21st season of the Bentleyville Tour of Lights is already underway at Bayfront Festival Park. Hundreds of volunteers are needed to transform the park into the largest free walk-through lighting display in America. No experience is needed, and there are a variety of tasks to do if you head down there. Volunteers are needed each Saturday and Sunday from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. and on nights like tonight, Wednesday nights, that's from 5 to 8 p.m. This year, Bentleyville is open from November 23rd through December 28th. And I can't believe we're already talking Bentleyville.
How about that?
I know, every year when the Bayfront summer season ends and they kind of quickly shift into the Bentleyville prep, just how much energy it takes, because it's early October and late November is when Bentleyville opens, so they need a lot of help. So if you've got the time, lend a hand.
Especially odd with last winter's weather, where we didn't have as much snow, and then kind of this winter, what would you say, late summer, early fall weather, where it's almost kind of felt like 75 or 80 some days. It's kind of hard to get into the Christmas spirit, but
I know.
I think we'll get there. We got some time.
Let's hope so.
Yeah. And I don't know if I've ever shared this before, but a few years ago, I actually got to help out with the Bentleyville drive-through that they had during the COVID days.
Awesome.
I was hired on to join in with those friends that you can meet during the Winter Wonderland. And let's just say I became good friends with Chris the Moose. It was a wonderful time, and it was also great getting to make visitors' days when they arrived with their kids.
Oh my gosh. So it's definitely not the first time on the show that you were the mascot. When you were Bulldog, Champ the Bulldog, you were also Chris Moose.
Yep, it's in my blood, I guess.
Fun.
But it was a really wonderful time. Some of those days were pretty cold, but I got the big costume on to keep you warm. So
I bet that made it pretty manageable.
Yeah,
that's a good way to see Bentleyville in the suit.
Yeah, and magical for everybody out there. Hey, with the Brewers in the playoffs, a sweet video recently showed a Milwaukee Brewers fan overwhelmed with emotion after getting a selfie with Willie Adames. Kennedy Kovneski, a 12-year-old from Franklin, Wisconsin, received a signed baseball from her favorite player, but not only that, she apparently gave him a gift in return, and so she gave Willie a signed softball from her first home run ball ever over the fence, and wanted to give it to someone that really meant a lot to her. And it actually sounds like Kennedy went to yesterday's first wild card game the Brewers had against the Mets, too.
Oh my gosh, and she was bawling in that video. That must have been so meaningful to her. What a special experience.
Yeah.
For, I feel like, a baseball player to hand off, you know, their home run ball is one thing, because they probably hit a decent amount of those, you know, being in the MLB. But, you know, if you're playing high school softball, that might be a rare thing for you. So to hand off your ball to a player like that, like, that's so cool.
It's got to be super special for somebody like a professional baseball player, too. Just be reminded of why you do it, and it's for the fans out there.
Totally. Very cool story. Former President Jimmy Carter has defied the odds and officially turned 100 years old on Tuesday. He credits his longevity to the strong relationships in his life. But his real secret to living a long and happy life is who he married, he says. He says he and his wife, Rosalind Carter, who died back in November 2023, kept each other going. He continued that thought with the quote, saying, quote, "I think the best explanation for that is to marry the best spouse, someone who will take care of you and engage and do things to challenge you and keep you alive and interested in life." Oh, that is so sweet.
That's what we all want, don't we?
Yeah, love it. Well, hey, coming up, we are looking at a glass cleaner that could protect your windows from future damage. We'll be right back on Northern Lights.
Welcome back, everybody, here on Northern Life. Since Hunter isn't here today, I'll try to do my best at delivering today's product description. We have the Invisible Shield, making cleaning smarter and not harder by protecting your surfaces, giving them an improved appearance, and ultimately extending the life of them.
All right, 10 out of 10 read.
Thank you.
Very good, Ryan.
Appreciate it.
Let's see how well it works with Rachel Hackbarth for today's Does It Work?
Recent rain has Clayton Gossett's windows and glass looking a little dusty. We're going to see if the Invisible Shield can keep that from happening again. One bottle costs $11.99. The product is not a cleaner, it's a protectant. The makers claim it keeps surfaces like windows, tubs, and mirrors from getting any hard water deposit spots. Before we can use the Invisible Shield, Clayton is cleaning the windows with soap and water.
I mean, it looks pretty clean.
Now we can apply the protectant.
Oh, wow. I figured it was going to be some white creamy paste. It has definitely got some alcohol in it.
While it's not a cleaner, Clayton finds it does help in that department as well.
Well, it being alcohol, it's definitely taking additional dirt and grime off the window
Okay.
from just the water.
The Invisible Shield is supposed to protect windows from dirt for up to a year. This on the left is what Clayton's window and table look like on day one. And this right here on the right is what we find almost 2 months later.
This window is still pretty clean. Any dirt that's on it just wipes right off.
Clayton believes the Invisible Shield works.
Yeah, there's a massive difference. And I mean, I know that these have been rained on. I've hit them with the garden hose. I would say it is as advertised. It works.
For Does It Work? I'm Rachel Hackbarth.
I think that was one of the most straightforward and promising products we've seen so far from Rachel Hackbarth.
That man was very direct. He's like, yes, this indeed works. I could live with something like that to avoid having to wash your windows so much and keep the dust off. What I could really use though is something like that keeps dog hair off of stuff.
Ooh, wow.
That would be a big invention. If someone out there has the means to look into that, please do. You can make a lot of money.
Is dog hair the worst? Because when my family had a dog, it was she didn't shed. Okay. So is it the worst on like hardwood surfaces, or is it the worst on like couches or carpet?
It's the worst everywhere when you have a great period.
Your clothes, I suppose.
Oh, all the time. Yeah. I just accept the fact that my clothes are whatever color they are and also white because of Harry's fur. CJ, our chocolate lab, also kind of sheds too, so we get a little bit of white fur places, a little bit of dark fur. Sure. Yeah, it is hard to clean up, but it's a little easier to vacuum on the wood surface, so I guess I would take I would take that over
Gotcha.
it being on like a couch or the carpet because it's hard to get out of that.
Yeah.
But.
I would also appreciate, we actually had the 2-month lapse on that product too to
Yeah.
actually show that it does work. We're not just going to look at it in real time.
Yeah, Rachel really going investigative with this. Way to go.
Shout out Rachel. Thanks for doing what you do. I'm going to go thumbs up on that Does It Work product.
I will too.
Let's talk about someone who's done a lot of work and is going to retire from that work. A doctor in Bismarck, North Dakota, looking forward to that retirement after delivering more than 7,000 babies in his career.
Holy cow.
So we got Dr. Jerry Obrich working for Essentia and saying it's time for him to focus on the next chapter in his life with his 8 grandchildren. But guess what? His son, who is also a doctor, is actually going to be taking over and filling his shoes.
Oh, we love to see it. That's so cool. I bet that's really special, those two working together.
7,000 babies.
That's incredible. They should invite all of those babies to a retirement party.
Oh, that would actually
For
be
that
really
doctor,
cool. But look at the
yeah.
photo there too. Stepping into his shoes at the doctor's office.
Well, with 8 grandkids, sounds like he'll be kept a little busy too. He won't be bored.
He'll have his hands full. Hey, coming up next week, we shared this picture a long time ago here on Northern Life, our Facebook page. Be sure to go like it too. On Monday, this coming Monday, we are excited to share our full Northern Life story from our time over at Essentia's new St. Mary's Medical Center. Hunter and I learning what sort of care expecting mothers can receive there as we learn a ton about the pre-delivery process and the different options that are available to you. It is also going to be a 2-part series, so we're excited about that. We can't wait to share part 1 on Monday.
2 parts, incredible. I'm going to learn a lot from you guys being there, I think.
We learned a lot.
Thank gosh you were airing this before I have my baby.
Here's the other thing too. I didn't know a hospital bed could, turn into a transformer. That is something you'll learn too.
I think they have some fancy stuff at that new hospital.
They do
there.
have some fancy stuff there, but it was certainly eye-opening, and we learned a lot. So we're excited to share that with you.
Hunter looked like a really supportive partner for you there, holding your hand across. Very sweet.
He was. It was a good time. So we're excited to share that at the start of next week. Yeah.
Looking forward to it. Back in North Dakota, Ryan, you're going to love this one here. A trio of regular golfers may have discovered the fountain of youth. They've created a so-called 90s club. We've got Albert Weber, Joe Glasser, and Al Dosich. They're all over the age of 90, and they're getting out there and playing together on the links at the Linton's Country Club, saying it's how they stay young. So cool. At their ages, these guys realize that moments like these are a gift.
How about that?
Yeah, I'm sure they love, getting out there, enjoying the little sun, sharing stories with each other. That's got to be fun on the golf course. I don't golf, but I imagine you chat a bit, share some stories out
giving
there.
each other a hard time, saying who's got the course record
Yeah.
and whatnot. I think that's all we kind of want is we're, as you get older as a young adult is to keep those group of friends and to be able to play golf with them at the age of 90 plus.
Yeah, kudos to them.
Yeah.
Staying active, and it looked like carrying some of their own stuff at some point too.
Staying young. Looks like an awesome time. Well, hey, coming up, we shared it on Facebook, but haven't talked about it on air yet, I don't think. Briggs' recent victory earns her a spot on the specials board. See you in a little bit. Welcome back, everybody, here on Northern Life on this Wednesday. So the other day, I was walking in Duluth's Congdon neighborhood, and I came across such an amazing display of both positivity and kindness. It was on someone's steps, kind of by the sidewalk area. There was this box, and it had all of these fall-themed positivity rocks. So you can kind of see the note there, but the full thing says, quote, "This is the emotional support pumpkin rock. So if you're sad or happy, or if you're feeling weird, just whisper in your pumpkin's ear and you will feel better."
That is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
I've never seen anything like that. And so, of course, I stopped, I read it, I walked by, and of course I had to pick up a new pumpkin friend. I have not been able to name it yet, but certainly have whispered in its ear about the maybe the stresses of life, things like that. But whoever is out there making these pumpkin positivity rocks, big thanks for doing that. You are an awesome person.
A creative person,
Yeah.
too. I
Little
would love,
tiny
oh
rock.
my gosh, a close-up of
Yeah.
it. It's just the cutest thing. I would love if this is like a student's flat, Stanley project where
Yeah.
they like put it out and then see what kind of feedback they get. And hopefully, maybe they'll see this clip and they can be
Yeah.
like, hey, teacher, look.
And if you're the parent of that, I believe, wonderful kid who made these rocks in that box, feel free to reach out to us. We love to talk to them and thank them for providing a little positivity and joy to the fall day out
And
there.
I love it, a kid's brain too, and it works, so sweet like that to come up with such a cool idea.
Yeah.
If it was a kid who put it out there, an adult too, very sweet if it was you. But yeah, I might have to go seek out these pumpkin rocks, put some up myself.
We might have to make our own.
Yeah,
Make our own. That'd
how
be great.
sweet is that? So after a recent blindfold at the Breeze Inn making burgers against Hunter, I am proud to say that my creation made the specials board.
How about that?
What? I know, this is a dream of mine. I couldn't even fathom that they were going to do this.
Because you used to grow up going to the Breeze.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lived just down the road on Gene Duluth. My family did, and so we would go there, get the fish fry on Fridays usually. Always loved the Breeze, and so to have my burger on the specials menu with my name
with your name on
the
it?
menu.
Yeah.
I know, I was absolutely shocked, and I'm gonna have to go order this burger. I don't know if it's still on the specials menu. Being that I wasn't feeling so great this weekend, I did not make it to the Breeze, and that was the worst part about not feeling good this weekend, because I was like, I need to go order my burger.
And then, well, funny enough, our viewer Velma, I believe,
yeah.
was somebody who actually got the burger too.
Thank you, Velma.
Tried it out and sent us a photo saying that it apparently was very good. That leaning tower of pickles.
Oh,
in
there
all
it is in the
caps.
flesh, and she
Yeah.
even got it with the sweet potato fries.
Good stuff.
too.
I would get it
Velma.
solely for the amount of pickles that are
Me
on top
too.
of that burger.
I love
Yeah,
pickles.
yeah, that's good stuff. Well, congrats, Briggs. I know we
Thank
talked
you.
about it on Facebook. We haven't talked about it on air.
So fun.
We love getting mail from you all, and we got a
Yeah.
really nice note in the mail from our viewer Pat in International Falls. And Pat wanted to tell us this is just a short note to let you know how much your show is enjoyed. I am sure there are many older folks that don't get out, and your show breaks up our day. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Pat.
Yeah.
That is so sweet.
How about that one?
Yeah, and last but not least, we also have Kristen, who said, we love your show, love the Glenn Sheen segment. Thank you guys so much, and keep having fun. We love your vibes.
Oh.
Love our vibes.
Good fall vibes. That's a
Love
big
that.
word lately.
Vibes?
Yeah.
Yeah, good vibes. It's all about those good vibes.
For the folks at home, if you don't know what vibes are, but someone says you have good vibes, that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Thumbs
got the
up.
Riz.
Yeah, or the skibbity we were talking about
skibbity
last
toilet.
week.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
still trying to
We don't
recover
have
from our
that.
talks about that.
Well, when we come back, we'll talk about tomorrow's show and tell you about a chance to be reimbursed for your ice cream.
Yeah, you're going to want to stick around. We'll be right back. Coming up tomorrow here on Northern Life, hopefully Hunter will be healthy enough and back here with the team as he's fighting that sickness. We wish him the well as he gets over it. But tomorrow, it is oh yeah or oh heck no, including a new dessert pizza on the menu over at Baskin Robbins.
We can't do oh yeah or oh heck no without Hunter.
Oh, we need that oh yeah to chime through here on
He's
Northern
got
Life.
the best accent
Yeah,
for sure.
we
That
love
looks
that.
interesting. I'm excited to weigh in on that, learn a little bit more about
Yeah.
what this situation
Doesn't look
is
like
there.
your normal type of pizza.
No, it does not. Looks good though.
Mm-hmm.
Before we go, if you're a Breyers ice cream fan, you're gonna want to listen to this one. Breyers has agreed to settle a class action lawsuit over its natural vanilla ice cream for nearly $9 million. That's the settlement number. Holy cow. According to court documents, the suit alleges the ice cream was labeled vanilla, implying that the flavor only came from a vanilla plant, which apparently wasn't actually the case. That means, though, that anyone who bought that ice cream between April 2016 and August 2024, so several years, that's almost like a decade, you could be eligible for a cash payment.
You know, I bought a ton of ice cream between 2016 and 2024.
It's gotta be Breyers, right? Please, please.
I gotta pull out all my receipts and check to see if it was Breyers. Get my money back.
I'm sure you saved all those receipts.
did.
Yeah. Joining us tomorrow. All right, thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great Wednesday.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.